So this week's Parsha is Parshas Emor. So it starts off talking about a lot of dinim relating to the Kohanim and what they're supposed to do and not allowed to do. Eventually moves to start talking about all the different holidays. And at the very end is where we're going to speak a little bit about. The end here says, Vayetze ben Isha Yisraelis, V'hu ben Ish Mitzri, B'soch ben Yisrael, Vayinatzu b'machaneh ben HaYisraelis, V'ish Yisraeli. Right, so that pasuk here is talking about he's giving curse to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and he's all upset to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Right, it's a story that's going on over here because of he didn't get any portion in any nachla because his father was a Mitzri and his mother was a Jew. Come and complain to Moshe Rabbeinu, as we all know that the nachlas go based off the fathers, and he doesn't have a father here that's Jewish. So the Gemara in Sanhedrin says that someone who curses HaKadosh Baruch Hu, right, someone who curses Hashem, so he's considered to be a kofer be'ikr. Mamish all the way out of self, totally horrible guy, kofer and HaKadosh Baruch Hu legamri. So Chaim Shmulevitz asks, it doesn't really seem to be so fair. We know that the Gemara in Shabbos says that the Yetzer Hara works in slow motions. First he gets you on something smaller, slowly he builds up and overpowers you time and time again, and eventually gets you to reach the point of being Oived Avodah Zarah. But there is no jumping to the end because you did one action, now you're the worst guy in the world, now you totally, made it to your mamash kofer on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Doesn't really make too much sense. How could it be? The curse that's being done here, now kofer be'ikr, you're totally on the opposite side of the world. So the Balei Tosfos say, because of the Ben Ish Mitzri, because the father was Ish Mitzri, and we know from Paro, as we discussed Pesach time, probably all heard, that Pesach time was, we Psukim say over there, that because he didn't know who Hashem was. Right? A lot of the famous Vorts during Leil Seder, whatever, different time. But he didn't know who HaKadosh Baruch Hu was. Mamish kofer on Hashem, v'yeda, who is this HaKadosh Baruch Hu? There's no such thing. So we see that the Mitzrayim people who are kofer be'ikr must be the Ben Ish Mitzri part made him kofer be'ikr. So Rabbi Hirsch says it's not fair. Paro was mamish someone who was Oived Avodah Zarah, start to finish, totally, Oived Avodah Zarah, nothing to do with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Obviously he's kofer be'ikr, who is this HaKadosh Baruch Hu? Any random person though, just because he's a Mitzri, automatically means that he's someone who's kofer be'ikr legamri. That doesn't seem to be so fair. So he brings down a very, very nice idea. But first, another Gemara in Sanhedrin. The pasuk over there, I think from Yecheskel, Ves Eshes Re'eu Lo Tima. The Gemara darshans out means don't go into your friend's business. Don't have a business, and ruin your friend's business and destroy him. So I don't understand. What does destroying your friend's business and being inappropriate in business have to do with having relations with your friend's wife? Those are two totally separate things. So he writes, this a very, very nice Vort of Nidin al Shem Soifel. That really a person, when he has this inkling of an Aveira inside of him that creates him to do something bad, right now he's thinking that the friend's money doesn't really mean too much. Slowly, he's going to say his money, he's going to say his car, he's going to say his house. Before you know it, he's going to say his wife is not so chashuv, it doesn't really mean anything, and he has the ability to have relations with another man's wife. So we already call him Al Shem Sofo, this little bit sparkling of an Aveira that he has inside of him, this Yetzer Hara, could eventually get him to do an ultimate Aveira. Another similar idea is by Ruvain. The pasuk over there says, Vayelech Ruvain v'yishkav. And he had relations with her. That's what the words mean. But we know that's not true. The Gemara says, anyone who says that Ruvain sinned, it's not true. It's not true. Ruvain never sinned. But the pasuk says, it doesn't really mean it. Same idea. When the pasuk was talking about, since Ruvain did just the switching of the beds, but that was mitzad, this aveira of doing the wrong thing, and he was playing with the beds, he was eventually, slowly, Yetzer Hara would have been able to get to him and get him to actually be, have the relations that the pasuk makes it sound like. There's other scenarios in Sanhedrin, the guys in Yeshiva are learning about Baal Machteres and the Ben Sori Murray. So we see this idea of Nidan Al Shem Sofu many times in the Torah. What's the idea? Person has to realize that the Yetzer Hara is something that's very strong, very powerful. The Yetzer Hara could get to you at any point. And when he gets to you and starts, getting inside of you slowly on a smaller idea of you don't care about money, be careful, maybe you'll end up like the guy who doesn't care about the guy's wife. The cursing scenario where you're going to go and curse a HaKadosh Baruch Hu, if you're able to do that, so the bigger form of cursing a HaKadosh Baruch Hu is eventually, getting to the point of being kafir on Hashem and totally disregarding everything that He has to offer and everything that Kadosh Baruch Hu is all about. So my bracha to everyone is that, especially now during the time of Parshas Emor, we're supposed to work on ourselves. We're supposed to, perfect our midos. That we can now, find the time a little bit to work on our Yetzer Hara, to fight against the Yetzer Hara, and hopefully not be able to reach the point of ultimate averas and horrible things.